for you by any means necessary.
Now, on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered.
Maybe some room here. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Iamaleava. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. He's got him in the flat. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
You know, swing passes to the running back oftentimes are like an extension of the running game. That's like a sweep, but give the defense a ton of credit. The speed to be able to pursue and get to the football is why they've now set up 4th down.
Quick step and go. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game, and I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on 3rd down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The run inside. It's Knight. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Say it in the gun on 3rd down. Finds a tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Knight. Got enough for the 1st. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers.
Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Throwing, Iamaleava. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava gets it out fast. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I think the biggest reason why this team is trailing the way they are is they haven't been able to stay on the field. They've had no success on 3rd down up to this point. Way too many punts, but that time they finally get it done. That's about as good a timing as I think we've seen from the quarterback and his intended target so far in the passing game, and it came at a point where they needed it the most.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, you do not see a lot of big men with the ability to run like that defensive end did right there. The offense trying to trick him, trying to get the quarterback to the perimeter of the field, but just big man chasing down little man and getting to him quickly. That was impressive.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Makes the catch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. It's complete. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Iamaleava got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
You're going to have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football, you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch, by the way. He toe-tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1-yard gain.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Oh, they're after him. It's caught. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
They'll move the wide receiver. Iamaleava to the air again. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Carr throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. The Fighting Irish called their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's got his man. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. C.J. Carr firing again. Here's the pressure. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Carr from the gun on third down. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in college football heaven, the Rose Bowl.